And it's because of the Omicron cases going up amid the holiday season that states have been prompted to impose stricter curbs. Delhi has recorded the highest number of Omicron cases till date. Its tally stands at 142. It's also the latest state now to introduce night curfew in the wake of surge in COVID cases. The night curfew will be applicable from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. starting tonight. On Sunday, Delhi reported 290 fresh COVID cases and 1 fatality. The positivity rate rose to 0.55%. Now, night curfews have also been imposed by neighbouring states of Maharashtra, of Uttar Pradesh and Haryana. Maharashtra has reported 31 Omicron cases, its single highest detection in a single day. And that means that the state tally of Omicron has gone up to 141. The state had earlier issued fresh COVID guidelines, including a strict night curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. All New Year Eve celebrations have been banned in Mumbai. This new surge has also dulled the wedding season. The government had put a cap of 100 guests for indoor weddings and 200 for outdoor weddings. There's also a restriction on capacity of gyms, spas, hotels, theatres and cinema halls to 50%. Overall, the country's Omicron tally stands at 578.
Scary images of massive crowding in Kolkata amid alarming Omicron transmission. Despite curbs announced by several states, crowds of revelers refused to fall in line. From Kolkata to Shimla to Delhi's crowded markets, maskless crowds breaching COVID safety. The scenes are disturbingly similar. Bombay government in Karnataka has imposed a night curfew across the state from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. starting December 28th. Banned mass public gatherings and celebrations, only 50% seating allowed in pubs and restaurants. Neighbouring Tamil Nadu has made 7-day quarantine mandatory for foreign passengers coming from at-risk countries.
For the year 2021, New Year celebrations in the state of Tamil Nadu was completely banned. However, for 2022, there are certain restrictions that has been provided. The first and foremost thing is that no public gathering will be allowed at coastal zones. The state is also encouraging and concentrating on vaccine camps, and that's what you could see in one simple location in Chennai roads, where the people are requested to get vaccinated as soon as possible.
Night curfew also returns in Maharashtra with new guidelines. No big events allowed for Christmas or New Year celebrations. Only 50% capacity is allowed for gyms, spas, hotels, theatres and cinema halls. The government hopes that new curbs will stop Omicron transmission amid public events ahead of the New Year.
The COVID situation is serious in Mumbai and Maharashtra. Mumbai recorded more than 700 cases. Maharashtra recorded more than 1,400 cases. And this is the reason why various restrictions have been imposed in Mumbai and Maharashtra as such. Health experts maintain that the cases might rise in January and February as well. And it is very essential for the people to realize their collective responsibility and abide by COVID-appropriate behavior.
COVID curbs has been extended until December 31st in the national capital. Ban will continue on social and cultural gatherings to avoid overcrowding. Amid the surge in cases, Kolkata is witnessing blatant flouting of COVID norms and crowding.
As multiple states and cities are coming up with restrictions and night curfews, West Bengal government has completely gone away with the night curfew for the last 1 week of the festive season.
Will the festive crowds once again dent the government's Omicron preparedness? With Karthik in Bengaluru, Pramod Madhav in Chennai, Pankaj Upadhyay in Mumbai and Suryagni Roy in Kolkata, Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's take this across to a reporter on the ground. Shreya Chatterjee is joining us live from Delhi. We have Pankaj Upadhyay reporting from Mumbai with all the latest updates. Shreya, if I can begin with you on the latest updates coming in from the national capital. At this point, going by the numbers that have just come in, Delhi's reported the most cases of Omicron, and tonight, the night curfew comes into effect.
Well, absolutely so, Akshita. You know, we have been seeing the rising cases of Omicron in the national capital, because of which we see that the night curfew has been initiated. It will come in effect from today, 11 p.m. at night till 5 a.m. in the morning. The night curfew will be in place. Earlier, we had also seen certain limitations that the DDMA had put in place that included seating capacity at restaurants to 50%, 200 people cap for gatherings at social events, and that's something that they have been following ever since the Omicron rise was looming in the national capital. And definitely, despite that, we saw that on the 25th of December, the kind of COVID norms that were flouted by people who were there on the ground, and probably that's the reason we see this night curfew that's been initiated, because probably the government of Delhi wants people to stay indoors and probably not come for New Year celebrations, and that's why we see the night curfew being initiated from today.
All right, let me take this across also to Pankaj Upadhyay, who's reporting live from Mumbai. Pankaj, perhaps one of the cities with the toughest and strictest norms is that of Mumbai. The government taking extreme measures to ensure that, this holiday season doesn't turn into some sort of super spreader.
Akshita, let me first draw your attention to the Omicron numbers in the state.
Sure.
Yesterday, we know that 31 new cases were reported, out of which 27 were from Mumbai itself. But have a look at the chart here. It says Pimpri Chinchwad has 19, Pune Rural has around 16, Pune Municipal Corporation 7, Satara, Osmanabad 5 each, Thanim has 3, Kalyan, Dubali, Nagpur, Aurangabad has 2 each, and Buldhana, Latur, Ahmednagar, Akola, Vasai Virar, Navi Mumbai, Mira Bhayandar has 1 each. But Mumbai has 73 cases, which means Mumbai city is the worst affected area here in the entire state. And that is the reason why the state government has come out with new guidelines. The Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation has also given new rules as well. But then over the last couple of days, I was visiting various marketplaces in Mumbai city and the suburbs. They are all crowded. There's no social distancing there. No COVID appropriate behavior is being followed there. I travel by Mumbai locals daily. I see many people who are not wearing masks, not following the rules which are essential at this point of time. So perhaps these are the two areas where the government will still have to, go out and see whether there is strict implementation happening or not. Mere rolling out of the guidelines at this point of time will not help. And we have a member of the state COVID task force, Dr. Shashank Joshi, who has tweeted saying that the next 2 days are going to be absolutely crucial. Other than Omicron as well, we are seeing a substantial spike in the number of daily COVID cases as well. Mumbai is about to reach the 1,000-figure mark as well. Yesterday, there were 922 cases, 2 deaths. The active sealed buildings in Mumbai itself are now 22. So the condition is serious now. And as you rightly pointed out, the BMC has said there's going to be absolutely no celebrations for New Year. And if rules are flouted, then there's going to be action under the Disaster Management Act and under the IPC rules as well. No residential societies can party in their premises or in the terrace. No terrace parties can be organized as well. But I see the problem areas, what I see in Mumbai right now are the various marketplaces and the local trains, Akshata.
All right. And those are issues that have to be addressed at the earliest. Of course, every Mumbaiker listening also must ensure that they take the necessary precautions and steps. There's only so much that the administration can do. Pankaj and Shreya, thank you very much for joining us with all of those details. Now, there's also the COVID shadow looming over elections because the country is witnessing Omicron cases going up. 5 states prepare to go for polls early next year, and the Election Commission top brass is all set to meet at 11 a.m. with the Health Secretary over Omicron concerns. The Election Commission may also seek suggestions on improving protocols for poll campaigning, for polling days and also for the dates of counting. The Election Commission is likely to seek updates from Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan on the COVID situation and the emergence of Omicron. The poll panel is expected to announce election dates next month. The Chief Election Commission, keeping with that, was scheduled to visit Uttar Pradesh to take stock of the poll preparedness. The Allahabad High Court, remember, just last week had urged the government and the Election Commission to consider postponing the UP Assembly polls and to ban all political rallies.